Uh-oh. Some asshole spilled shit on the road. Good morning, YouTube. SJ Squirrel here. My heart's racing a little bit right now. Just came through a corner and some asshole had spilled a bunch of gravel across the road. Didn't know it was there, was going fast. Back end got a little sideways on me. But all is well. I'll remember it's there the next few days. My worst crash ever, it was the same way. I came around a corner and there was 2 inches of gravel dumped on the road. Tried to save it, but the front end just washed and the bike went across 2 lanes of traffic. Not this bike, thankfully. And the best advice I've got for you, if you encounter something like that, don't panic. Stay light on the bars, don't clutch jump on them. Don't even think about the brakes. Don't chop the throttle. Just ride it out. It's the best thing you can do. Tire's eventually gonna find traction. You can gently reduce throttle, but if you chop it, you're going down. So none of that's what I meant to talk about this morning. What I meant to talk about is my good friend Jason in Japan. I worked in Japan for a couple of years teaching English. Kind of a bullshit job, but a lot of fun. You know, like you don't go there and do that and come back to the States and have a career out of it or anything. But it's a good thing for people to do fresh out of college. You want to get some experience with life, experience of foreign culture, that kind of thing. In that regard, it's a really great experience. So I was over there, I was teaching English. You know, I worked for a private school. Anyway, Jason was one of my roommates when I was there. And Jason is just a phenomenal artist. Like, really impressive. There's a whole carload full of stupid next to me here. Anyway, so I asked Jason if he'd be willing to put together a logo for the channel. You know, gotta have some branding, right? And I'm kind of doing this on a shoestring budget. I got a cousin who's a graphic artist. He said he could do it, but it's gonna cost me a couple $100. So I was talking with Jason on Facebook last night and told him what I was looking for. Told him I wanted a squirrel with sunglasses. And pretty much anything else was up to him. And you'll see on the channel the design he came up with in just a few hours. Oh man, it's better than anything I could have thought of. The man is just amazing. So this is a big thank you to Jason Wilkerson in Japan. And I'll link you to him later if you want to check out some of his other art. But I was so impressed with how good and how quickly he produced that logo for me. There were a couple of cops up here yesterday, so I'm gonna take it easy for a second. So I guess that's sort of segues me into what I wanted to talk about. If you're interested in getting into this video logging biz, if you want to start making YouTube videos about your rides, that kind of thing, you don't have to make a big investment. You know, I could have come up with, you know, I could have just stayed with my little placeholder artwork, my little janky Photoshop hack. I could have gone with a much cheaper camera. I mean, there are cameras that you can do this with that are going for 150 bucks. So for less than the cost of a rear tire, I could have got into this biz. There's plenty of free editing software available. Is it all Adobe Premiere? No. But if you're out there and you got good ideas and you think you'd be good at moto vlogging, there's really nothing holding you back if you want to get into this. Baker X Derek's a great example. Everything he does is on a shoestring. When he first started, he was using some camcorder that he had. He wasn't using an action camera. When he was getting out there, he was putting out the content. He was getting an audience. He was making something people wanted to see. I guess the moral of that story is, if there's a will, there's a way. You don't have to start at the top of the heap. Just get out there and get producing stuff. Now, you see some of the moto vloggers, they're on brand new Ducatis or real nice R6s, little supermotos, and some of them are on, 15, 20-year-old sport bikes. Ride what you love, do what you love, you're gonna have a great life. You let things like money and the word "I can't" get in your way, it's not gonna be as good. So if you're passionate about something, if there's something you love doing, just get out there and do it. About a week and a half after I got this bike, basically a year ago, I got a rear-end collision. There's a merge lane, lady in front of me stopped. And that happened to be at the exact moment I was looking over my shoulder to check my clear spot. Came back, got on the brakes as hard as I could, but there was no stop, and rear-ended her. Did some damage to her car, did some damage to my bike, totally screwed up my left wrist. You'll still see today, I'll be shaking it if I have to hold the clutch for very long. But a lot of people I knew thought for sure I was done riding. Like they had no doubt. They couldn't believe that I was going to get back on the bike after that wreck, after my hand was so messed up. I mean, it was in a sling and a brace, and I was having to get physical therapy on it and all this shit. I had family members, I had friends. Like, you can't keep riding. Well, what I told them was, how could I possibly stop? How could that fear of a little injury stop me from doing what I love? And I didn't, and I still ride. And I'm always going to ride until I just can't hold on to the bars any longer. I'll probably move to a more comfortable, less sporty bike, but I'll still be riding, and I'll still be riding it like I stole it. Damn it! So anyway, guys, just make sure if you got a dream, if you got something you love, if there's something you just really, really are passionate about, do it. Don't let anything stop you. Don't wait. Don't put it off. Don't say maybe next year. You want a great example? Look at Chase on two wheels. I'm sure the decision was agonizing for him to decide to stop working at his good paying, stable, good benefits job and go moto vlogging full time. But as he said 100 times, it's what he is passionate about. It's what he loves doing. And I think that's amazing. Like, that's just great. If there's something you want to do, you go do it. You just do it. and that's what he's doing, and that's phenomenal. Anyway, guys, this is San Jose Squirrel signing off.